There's one thing in the golf swing that if you get it right, it improves distance, accuracy, and ball striking. Now, we just finished the lesson with Simon. He was struggling with all three, and we changed this one thing and gave him a very simple drill for his downswing, and it changed everything. Let's go through where you're currently at. Some lovely shots being played. Piers has mentioned really high speed. But if we take a look at the golf swing, at impact, we see that your shaft tends to sort of be almost a little back or a little more sort of vertical than we'd like to see it. Now this produces a lot of loft, potentially some ground shots, but a little inconsistency because we're getting this early release. At the top of the golf swing, what we see is your leading edge of the club is a little down, a little open. And based on where your grip is, we get a little too much cup in this left wrist here. So it's a little cupped at the top, face is open. So what has to happen for you to hit it straight is you have to some way actually release the club early to square it up. But the issue is then inconsistencies in direction, contact issues, and a little height. Now we've hit a lot of shots with a hack motion sensor on today. So we've actually got some data and numbers, and we're going to use that today to train it. But if you take a look at this one here, we've got at the top of your golf swing, you had plus 39. So plus 39 means that your wrist was cupped 39 degrees. So quite a lot of cup there. Now based on your grip, which is pretty neutral, it says it needs to be somewhere between -8 and plus 17.
Okay.
So I personally think for you today, it's okay to have a little bit of cup in the wrist, but where you're currently at is too much.
Okay.
So the goal is going to be today to flatten off the lead wrist, to get the face squarer, so we can start to move you towards getting into this impact position where you can present the shaft leaning forward, a little bit lower loft, better strike, and overall consistency.
And eliminate trying to save it at the end, which is what I'm doing right now.
So, and you're doing a brilliant job of it. Like you're hitting some really nice shots, but we'll get a couple left, couple right.
There's no way to be consistent, is
Some
it?
pop up high. We've just got to rely on this here.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to use some just biofeedback to train this. So if you jump on the mat, on the grass for us over there. Jump on the mat.
Where's
I haven't
that
said
come
that
from?
for years.
He hasn't said that for 12 years.
Okay, just jump on there for us. You'll notice there's going to be some tones going on. I want you to go to the top of the swing for me and hold it. Okay, now notice the tone.
Mm-hmm.
When the tone's on, it means you're in range.
Okay.
Now if we cup it too much,
Oh yeah.
that's where you would normally be. You're at plus 20, actually let's go, you're around there normally, plus 30 something. Now if we get you in range,
Yeah.
that's where I want to move you towards today. This is your feedback when you do a practice
Which
swing.
is crazy because it doesn't feel like it's that cupped at all.
No, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the thing is with this, the practice swings are easy to get the tone because we've done some of the work in the past. It's no problem. When we get the actual swing, we know it's different.
Yeah.
So the great thing is what we're going to do now is we're going to hit some shots. But what I want to do first of all, I'd love you to do a back swing, going back and through. And let's see if we can get the tone at the top within a full motion. There you go. Good. A couple more.
That's exaggerating because that club face looks
club
quite,
face is super
quite
strong.
close now, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
if he was hitting balls with this, the ball would most likely go left.
Yeah. Okay, good. So now you get a feeling of that. You've got the audio tone backing it up.
That's really helpful, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
listening for it, yeah.
So you know when you're in the right spot, and you're actually at the lower end, which is like too much, as Piers is saying there, because the club face is really closed. When we hit a shot with that feeling, let's see what the numbers produce.
Right.
See what the ball does. Okay, so if we look at this, so your address was 13. You haven't really moved from that so far. Now you're in range. Okay. So you're in the range that this likes to see. This doesn't have a clue where your ball's going.
Right. Right.
So there's one thing going, okay, it's in the green, brilliant.
It's also in the bushes.
It's also in the bushes. So it's matching these two up, but it's understanding, well, okay, yeah, I'm in the green here, but you're probably now, you're in the red here from a different reason.
I see.
So let's explain that again, and maybe for the audience at home. Obviously, we've hit the numbers where we want to, but now it's still going left. So what's happening is you've gone, I've changed this, great. but your body only knows how to move based on your old club face,
Right.
which is the release here. Now, if you release early with a good club face, it goes left.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So I want to continue to do a little bit of training on this, but I also want to give you a little bit of training on how we're going to get you to feel that we can get this shaft to be leaning a little bit more forward.
Okay.
And progressively over time, this will keep nudging you in this way.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever got any, it's very hard to get somebody from here to here in one lesson. Like
Right.
it's really, it's more of a journey and a progression because the body has to figure out how to move in that way.
Okay.
You've just trained a pattern that's worked based on your old backswing position.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you've been doing this since you started?
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have you been playing? 5 years?
But 5 years, 2 years seriously.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
So, and
2 or
you've
3.
probably done some serious training on training that,
On what, sorry?
ingraining that early
Yeah,
release, and
yeah.
it's going to take a bit of time to
Yeah.
unravel.
Yeah, because that's all subconscious, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. A reaction, a compensation, just hit the ball on the target.
Okay, let's go. Let's do some more. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. Okay, good. Look at the screen. Green.
A lot of green going on.
Plus 18. There.
That looked
Okay,
really
good.
nice, that did.
Good. So you can see straight away, boom, green, in range, plus 13 on the lower end of it. But you had to you've really worked hard at that.
Yeah.
Now, what I love about this, which will be good for you, you've got a net at home.
Mhm.
Like doing net work without any regard of where the ball is.
Right.
Because you can go, I'm going to ingrain this change, I'm going to ingrain the change. You're not really worried too much about the golf ball. Your body can start to just feel what it's like and not react too much.
Without the distraction.
Without
of
the
ball
distraction
flight.
of you going, the ball's gone left, let me cup it again and hit it straight. Because
Yeah.
that's what will happen.
Okay.
And just as, again, I know I'm throwing a lot
Okay.
of full swing numbers here, but I think it's just all good to have these numbers. Your average attack angle with your 8-iron at the moment is 3.9 degrees down. But that makes sense if you're getting some of this in still. When you get better at forward shaft lean, because you're a high speed player, you can be at 6 degrees down with an 8-iron, no problem, and still cope with it and still hit the ball in the air because you've got the speed.
Right.
So that attack angle will, with time, get a little bit more down because of that forward shaft lean.
Can you define attack angle for me? I know the phrase, but I'm not really familiar.
Andy, get you jump in.
So, yeah, there's the top places I'll
Great
show
question,
you.
great
So
question.
basically, it's how the club's approaching the golf ball. It's either hitting the golf ball on the way down, hitting the golf ball level, or actually the club's traveling up.
Okay.
Now, obviously, with the driver, we want the club to travel on the way up.
Right.
With an iron, the club, we want traveling on the way down. Okay, here's the drill that I want you to do then, Simon. So this is going to accompany, if you just someone stand here for us. So we know that you're, Simon's got to stand now, he's got to stand, he's got to figure out how he's got to stand
stop.
with his wrist.
Yeah.
Let me turn the audio off. There we go, it's off.
You relax my wrist now.
What do I do with the hand?
Simon's going to twitch. What's going on?
So, obviously, we want to now give you something to progress and give you a feel of impact. So, what I want you to do, we're gonna place the hands on as normal, really, like as if we're playing a shot right in front of us like this. Club face is in front. We're gonna grip near the steel or near the hosel. Club face needs to be super square.
Yep.
Then what I'm going to do, you'll notice from here, if I take my setup now, obviously the grip is going to be a little bit to the left of me here. We're going to swing to the top, feeling we've got this usual wrist position. Now on the way down now, we're going to start to feel that everything starts to work. On the way through, we're going to do our very best to square the face up.
Okay.
But from here, I want to keep this from touching my side.
Okay.
Now notice, there's no way I can get into your impact position here because the shaft has to stay leaning forward.
Yeah.
So this is going to get you to move your body and everything in a good way. Face square at impact look, and then watch on the way through. Notice how it doesn't touch my body.
Right, because
So-
if I flip it, it's gonna.
It's going
Smack me on the head.
to break a rib. So it's a good deterrent here.
Right.
Are you a Star Wars fan?
Not really.
Okay, it's fine. There's no point
Why?
saying this then.
Why?
There's a guy who's got this double-ended lightsaber, Darth Maul, and he's like...
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
so they
yeah.
got the red bit sticking out the back there.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
imagine you got one of those and you would never hit yourself then. Okay. You'll chop yourself in half. Totally wasted.
So let's
then,
jump
actually,
in
there, but
here.
never mind.
Okay, so
One
grip
for
it
you there,
right
Rob.
down the
You love
bottom.
that one.
Club face dead square. Okay, a little higher up. Keep coming higher. That's it. Good. Right hand on. Okay, perfect. So now we've got everything built around the square face.
Yeah.
Now we're going to just get in your posture. Take your normal posture. Okay, love it. Everything's good there. Swing to the top.
Is it okay with this touch my rose address?
Yep. I want it touching you. I want it. That's perfect. So swing to the top. Hold it. So great. We flatten this wrist off there. Yeah, that's more than enough. We should probably put the tone on here. Actually, put the tone back on.
Yeah, still one on the backswing, don't we?
Do that again for me. Do a little too much on that one there. There you go. There we are. Okay. Now come slow on the way down now. Hold it for me here. Do that again. So down, 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 down. Impact now. I want you to really feel. Look where we are at impact. Face is nice and square. But as we swing through now, all the way through for me. Perfect.
If you had to think about a tour player when you're doing your finish, who do you think that tour player might be? Random question, but who's one of the best English tour pros out there?
Piers Ward, I think.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Tyrrell Hatton. Oh.
Tommy Fleetwood. If you think about Tommy Fleetwood's finish, it's very
it's like sawn off.
sort of sawn off
Yeah.
and held off. That was a drill to stop the club face being closed at impact. That was him with his coach working at holding the face off so there was less chance of it being closed at impact.
Okay.
It was a drill that turned into the
swing.
reality, his swing. So you never know where this might go. You might
Right.
have a shorter through swing potentially in the future.
This is just a drill, Simon, that I want you to do at home. Yeah? Do you think, do you think you can put this into, so I think this is just great for you to do at home. Think you'd be able to put this into a swing without you stopping. So if I go back and through now, watch. So back and through. So this is the real test because we're going into full motion, and the key to this missing you is the rotation of the body. So if I go slow, watch here, I'm coming down, the face is nice, I'm turning onto it, the face is good, continue to turn and finish here.
Yeah, because if I stop turning.
Yeah, that's what you'll do. You'll bruise a rib.
Got a medic on site?
So 30% full speed.
Okay.
30% full speed. 30% of your full speed.
It's just 30%.
Yes.
yeah, just 30.
Commonly known as 30%.
It's been a long week. It's been a long week. There you go. A tone's on constantly now as well. It's like not even changing.
Loads.
Okay, let's fire one away.
Alright, let's think about this.
Do you know what? Don't think, just feel.
Yeah.
Don't think. I don't want you to think anything. Let the feeling just come out in the golf swing. We know what we want. Backswing is still key though. Okay, love it. Love the move on that. Brilliant. Plus 18.
Okay.
And you had a tiny draw at plus 18. Yeah. All the plus 18 so far have been big hooks.
Yes.
Much better. Top of the swing. Grip, grip, grip. Okay, beautiful golf
Now
shot.
we're seeing something. Because that's like a
Okay, now interestingly on that one,
true draws. These are now.
you were
almost.
19 and you hit it where we wanted it to hit.
Right.
So you were right at the sweet spot and you produced the shot that we wanted to hit.
So my body is subconsciously making the adjustment.
Correct, correct. Now you're starting to move in relation to where the club face is.
Right.
Really good. I mean, look at that shot there. Ball started right, drew back. I didn't think you'd get to that today, personally. Okay, two phones. Before and after. So we've got you on the right here. This is you warming up at the start, and we'll see top of the golf swing. Club face is open. Left wrist gets cupped. But look at the result of what we got here. The club actually goes quite steep on the way down. It's not massively over the top, but it just gets a little steep. Okay, now look at the after difference on this one now. Club face at the top of the golf swing. Watch this. Club face at the top of the golf swing is now matching that lead arm.
Much
Like
better.
perfectly square. Piers mentioned it could be in a golf magazine textbook square club face. Now as a result of this, look what happens on the downswing. Watch this. Club now actually shallows out and swings a little bit underneath the plane. Club face is lovely and square there. It actually swings now a little underneath the plane, which is why you're hitting those draws now. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to find more about Hack Motion, check out the description. And if you want more from us, check out meandmygolf.com or simply download the Me and My Golf app. Thanks again.